All right, so a brand that I have no familiarity with in person, but have seen enough on various social media platforms to understand that they are kind of a big deal, is Oakcha. And they are very well known for doing like high intensity extrait de parfum fragrances, as well as having that uniform box look I'll show you in a minute. The big thing they're known for is their dupes, schmoops, clones, twists, whatever you want to call it, but they also have a line of originals. This is one of them. This is Sorcery from Oakcha. Got a little oak leaf right there. And it's going to have top notes of ozonic notes and salt, middle notes of Turkish rose and praline, and base notes of amber, patchouli, and vanilla. So here's how it opens. They all open the same way unless it's like a multi-pack or like a discovery set. But there it is. This is marketed as being unisex. It gives you some instructions on the side here, like, hey, here's how to make it last longer. Here's how you layer, that kind of stuff. Let's go ahead and get this out of there. Close the box. A very nice box. I like the presentation. Always, at least make it kind of like a gift box. The worst thing about designer fragrances are not just their cost, but the fact that they look like they just came in like a box you'd get like plastic Chinese crap in, but they're high-end and expensive. But yeah, so each of these is 50 mil, so I think this is like 30 some odd dollars, and you get deals buying multiple and stuff. So yeah, there's Oakcha. I think the atomizers are also very nice apparently. Don't know for sure, haven't tried them yet, so let's find out. As always, the way we do this on this channel is we spray on paper, we talk about how those notes present that I just discussed earlier, then we spray on the skin, give the same kind of like rundown, like, hey, what's presenting more? Is it coming off sweeter, more bitter? Is a certain note coming through quicker? That kind of stuff. And then you see a break from me. I probably change shirts because I've worn it a few days, and then I come back in and it's just like a blip in time for you, but for me it's several days of me wearing it, so I can kind of talk about it, how it performs, projects, and just the general rundown on the fragrance. So let's go ahead and do the spray. Empty. Oh, that's, yep, pressurized. Look at that, pressurized atomizer. I smell my whole room up. Boom. Nice. Okay, let's go. Oh, I can already smell it. That's nice. I don't have to get up close to it. Let it flash off a little bit. Interesting. It's nice. Very fresh and airy. That's kind of how I would describe that. Do a couple quick turns. It's kind of like a, imagine like the smell of sea spray, but very clean. That's kind of what I get from the opening. It's like, imagine sea spray plus clean. So it's almost like almost like a weird kind of soapy salt water, if that makes sense. It's very pleasant. I'm gonna spray it again just to see if I can get more of the fragrance in my nostrils. It's definitely strong, but it's a light, clean opening on paper. I'm not getting any rose or praline yet, so whatever this is, it's probably not a linear fragrance. It's going to be kind of layered over time. You're going to break down those notes. But yeah, that opening, it's almost like, it's like a crisp, clean ocean spray. It's kind of how to describe it. It's got this saltiness, but also this cleanliness to it. That's very interesting. Normally, when you think of like marine salt fragrances, you don't really get a clean vibe from them. This is very clean. All right, time for the skin. Now, this is extrait de parfum. This is a lot of fragrance oil. So this is one of those things where you gotta be careful where you spray it on clothing. You can spray it on your clothes. There's nothing wrong with that. However, you might end up causing a stain if you're not careful. So let's let that flash on the skin for a little bit longer than a second, because we gotta let all that denatured alcohol kind of come off of it. Okay, all right, I get the rose a little more on the skin. So the rose comes out a little more on the skin. It's not crazy intense. It's not like a big burst of rose. It really is that opening of salt, they say ozonic notes. What I'm getting from that is almost like a clean sea spray kind of notion, plus a little bit of rose on the skin. I'd say it's a little sweeter on the skin as well, but not crazy. It's not cloying to me. It's just kind of a nice, this could be, this strikes me as a men's fragrance, but that being said, I love my marine salt fragrances like Le Sel d'Issey from Issey Miyake. I love my Acqua di Gio Profondo. I love my John Varvatos Artisan Teal. I like all those various marine note kind of fragrances. They're like, I just love them to death. So that might be why I'm kind of partial to it. But I could definitely, a woman could wear this. It's got that clean, fresh aspect to it. Very nice. Overall, very good presentation. I'm going to go ahead and blip out of existence for a second, then jump back in and talk about all those various notes as I said I would earlier. All right, so we're back with Oakcha Sorcery. We're talking about the performance as well as how those notes break down over time. Wore this several times. First off, let's talk about performance. Projection, beastly. That first hour, you'll fill a room. So this is the one where I say, ladies or gentlemen, if you put this on, this is not when you put on in the car, then go in the office. Let it sit and rest for an hour and then go where you got to be. The longevity, you could probably get all day wear out of it. As far as the projection, that first hour, as I said, will fill up a room. Also, if you can't remember, the atomizer is extremely efficient and puts out a lot of juice. So be aware of that. So that one spray might do you. The next thing you got to keep in mind is that projection, again, fills a room for about an hour. After that, you're going to leave a wake behind you probably for 2 hours, and you'll probably be able to, someone within arm's length, up to 6. This is not one I would overspray, but you'll get that kind of performance if you do like 3 or 4 sprays of it. Wouldn't recommend it, but you'll get that performance. As far as the last few hours, so like this thing will go, you'll smell this on your skin 10 hours later. By that point, however, it is mostly amber, vanilla, and patchouli. The rose and praline in the middle. I'm sorry, let's talk about the opening notes. That salt, the first notes that kind of fade away in that opening, it goes from like salty and ozonic. If the salt goes away first, then you kind of get this like ozonic rose, and then the rose and praline kind of take over, and those airy notes kind of go away, and then you're left with, to my nose, that praline kind of merges into the vanilla and the amber, and then that rose kind of mushes into that a very, very sweet patchouli. So you get like a patchouli, vanilla kind of base. It's very pleasant overall. I'd say this definitely leans feminine. A guy could wear it, maybe not during the winter time, but a guy could wear it. But definitely on the feminine side, in my opinion. Nothing wrong with that though. It's a pleasant fragrance. It's just different. So that's why I would say it's not a safe blind buy. And when I say it's different, I mean it's just something about it with that salt and those airy notes and how it melds in with the rose. It's interesting. It's not badly blended. It's just different. So if you're looking for the standard, like I want mass appealing, sweet and fruity, this is probably not going to get you where you want to be. If you're looking for something interesting with patchouli and vanilla and amber in the base, you'll probably be okay. If you're like, I really want to try something with patchouli, but I want it to be kind of like a gourmandy, a light gourmand patchouli, this will do that for you. But that's not a huge number of people who want that kind of relationship with patchouli. So just keep that in mind. But yeah, other than that, not much else to say about it. If you have other questions, leave them in the comments. I'll respond as best as I'm able. But that's Oakcha Sorcery, and I think it's like 40 bucks, maybe a little cheaper elsewhere. But yeah, buy directly from Oakcha themselves, and there you go. Thanks for watching.